All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to PreMarket Prep. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning. Hope you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Sorry for my camera there. My battery is forgot to charge it last night and charging it now. So hopefully by mid show we can get the camera going here. Good morning, Norm. How you doing today?
Hey, good morning, brother. I'm doing well. How are you? Happy
Doing good, man.
Friday.
Yes. Happy Friday. Looking forward to the weekend. Um, yeah, let's see what we got going on here, guys. Our gappers list this morning. I know we have a couple of banks reporting today. Some did yesterday as well. Not that they trade very well, and we saw a great recap from Ed yesterday. If you missed it, definitely catch that. He goes over, his trading and the banks overall and how the financial sector is just so difficult to trade. We know this from experience. We got Citigroup here this morning, up 44.6, pins up 12.8. We'll take a look at that. MU is up here at 2.6. That's interesting. And a couple of stuff in the red. So pretty quiet morning, and that could be because the SPY is pretty much flat right now. So SPY's not creating no type of movement at the moment. With that said, Norm, what's the latest and greatest on the overall market?
We just had a ton of data drop. We had retail sales and retail sales ex autos, import price index, Empire State Manufacturing Index all came out. Retail sales stronger than expected. Import price index not nearly as bad as anticipated at 0.2% versus 0.7 month over month. Retail sales were up 1% versus zero point 0.6 estimates. So consumer still strong. Um, that was core. The headline number that includes vehicles was 1 versus zero point 0.8. Yeah, so overall, pretty decent numbers that came out. Not doing a whole lot. Nothing really happening right now. 8:45, Atlanta Fed president will be speaking, and then 9:15 we've got industrial production and capacity utilization, University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index, and their 5-year inflation projections out at 10 a.m. this morning. So
All right, excellent. Let's go ahead, guys, and take a look at our gappers list this
and
morning. Yeah, go ahead.
Amish just put up here Empire State Manufacturing Index was plus 11.1 versus an estimate of -2, and noted that it's the first positive reading in 3 months.
That's nice. That's good.
Yeah,
About time to get some positive things in place
it
here,
would
so
be
that's good.
nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
This just
uh,
long, slow decline. It feels like,
the
I
doom
don't
and
know.
gloom.
Yeah. Be nice to
Uh,
end it for a little
the
bit.
world is ending. Yeah. All right, guys, let's take a look at our gappers list this morning. We don't have a lot here to go by today, so we can go through all these very quickly, and then we can come back and see what else you guys have this morning. I'm gonna go ahead and Control X removes our watch list, and then we have our clean list here. Over on the gap up list, leading the way, we have pins. Pins this morning up a nice 13.2. Norm, that's a big pop for them. We're looking at earnings today.
Nope. Pine Truss.
Pine
They have,
Trust.
yeah, Pine Truss, as Andrew used to
Yeah.
first call it when he was trading it. No, there is news of Elliott Management, a firm, activist firm, taking just shy of 10% in this. So hopes on some kind of a turnaround. This has been a long, slow slide, along with most of the other social media tickers that we're all aware of, essentially for the last year. So let's see how that goes. Be interesting.
Yeah, it sure will. I mean, Pins,
Good volume,
it's got great
nice,
volume.
nice gap.
Hasn't been the best trader, but if we'll see. Let's see if this thing can do something today. So definitely on my list this morning. We'll add Pins to the top pile here. Uh, PINS. That's good to go. And then next we have Citigroup. Citigroup taking a nice big pop this morning. Looks like earnings did better than JP Morgan at the moment,
Yeah, they did
up
have they did
4.5.
have the earnings.
So Citigroup
Um,
Could be good. Got great volume. It might trade better than JP Morgan. I'm not sure. I'm still gonna put it as a possible. I just think these banking stocks, they tend to gap, do their move very quickly, and then intraday they just go sideways for the most part. You're not getting big moves at the intraday. So my only reason for putting it as a possible for now. Let's take a look at MU here, up 3.6. Not the best pre-market activity, and still really light volume, guys. Only 287,000. So that's not great for MU. Another one that I can put as a possible. I like their breakout here out of the daily, but that has kind of taken place already, right? So you're not looking for that breakout anymore. It's past that. Can we get going and maybe close this gap here? We'll see. MU could be a good one. We'll put it on here. We'll put it on the pins for now. A couple more popping up on our gappers list. BP and Oxy both up nicely this morning, 2% as of right now. Maybe something's breaking out in that mining sector, because these two are popping up at the same time, which is pretty obvious. Something's going on there. I'll keep Oxy on deck. We'll
Yeah,
come back and
oil's up
see.
1.5% this
Yeah.
morning. I will say Biden is over in the Middle East, and I think he's actually in Saudi Arabia right now
hmm
as we speak. So that might have something to do with that.
Okay. Then maybe that could trigger some positive stuff here. Definitely putting them on the list for now. I'll put Oxy at the moment. We'll see if that can trade well. We know Oxy can do very well, guys. Lately has not done anything. It's been pretty quiet as far as intraday action, but we'll see. To the downside, we have RUN leading the way here, down 7.2. So far, pre-market action looks very light. I love the gap down, not liking the daily as much or the volume in the pre-market. So let's just put it as a possible. Let's see if that gets better. Here is Plug, one of our old-time favorites before. Hasn't really done a whole lot lately, but today they're down 5.4, and they got decent volume this morning, losing some level here as far as the daily goes. This could be interesting. Anything significant on Plug, Norm?
So this is a stretch, and I could be completely wrong, but I'm going to go
hmm
out on a limb here. So this morning, these are both green energy companies in that field, and there's news reports that Joe Manchin's not willing to support a big package come this fall that the Democrats had been hoping for under reconciliation. So essentially, if they can't do it that way, they would have to have 60 votes to get through a filibuster. He's not gonna. I believe he's come out and said he's not going to support something that has a bunch of extra things in it because of inflation concerns. So the green energy thing would take a hit on that. That's my guess. If somebody sees something else, let me know.
Yeah, yeah. That should affect other things as well, not just Plug. There should be other EV stuff on here, right? Being affected by this, I would think, or is it just Unplug mainly?
These two in particular would probably be amongst those that have the most to lose on something of that nature. So
Gotcha. All right, so okay, we'll keep Plug on here, guys. This is looking very good right now. Good volume. We haven't seen that type of volume in the pre-market on Plug in a while, so expecting that one to definitely be in play, especially with that catalyst. Norm, anything you like on your end this morning?
still looking. It's kind of sleepy today.
It
I will
is,
note
yeah.
we just the 5 minute on SPY. We just had quite the bar show up to the upside. So I'm hoping and volumes start to come in, which we really haven't had all morning.
Yeah.
So I think if we sit around and wait, we might find some good things here in the next half hour.
Agree, agree. Yeah, pretty quiet right now. And this list not looking all the best. I mean, MU, I don't really have a lot of high hopes for that, although it looks good this morning, though. Let's see if we can get a glimpse of the old MU in action today. That'll be nice. All right, let's take it to the chat room, guys. See what we have going on here. Let's start here with any tickers that you guys like this morning. Not a whole lot of tickers from you guys, rightfully so. This doesn't seem to be a lot to watch. Let's look at Alfredo. He's giving us Amazon, AMZN here. No, this is pretty flat. You're not really getting anything out of Amazon. And a lot of the tickers that we're used to seeing, like the Apple, the Amazon, they're probably all pretty flat, right? Yeah, because they've just been doing what the SPY does, and the SPY right now is literally flat. So, Nvidia, Apple, AMD, Amazon. I mean, they're just not doing a whole lot right now. So now, although they're not in play, they're not even looking good because the SPY is not looking great. Like Norm said, we just need a little more volume. Benjamin, yeah, just looked at Apple. I mean, can we keep Apple on deck expecting something? Oh, wait, hold on a second. I take that back. Apple's daily though. Apple's daily is
Yeah, the
really, really
daily is very
nice.
nice.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
like the daily on Apple.
I love that. I mean, we're just clearly setting up for a possible breakout here. Yeah, looks very good. So adding Apple to the list. Yep.
I don't know if
Um,
today's the day, but we'll see.
yeah, yeah.
Market feels sleepy to me today, guys.
It does. It
It's
seems it's tired, man. It's tired. It's got to be tired. Have you noticed in the last 10 days, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, not including today. They only have 2 red days, but we haven't gone anywhere.
yeah.
As far as intraday, we haven't gone anywhere. I mean, we keep pushing up, gapping down. Again, we end the day green, gap down. It's just we did the same thing the last 2 days. We pushed up, gap down, pushed up again here, pretty much flat. So, last 10 days just not really doing a whole lot. So this is kind of what Ed was talking about in his recap as well. It's just kind of sideways action. Pins is good. Triple H, we do have that one. That's the first one on my list. The only one that's really in play today. I'm just hoping that doesn't give us that choppy mess that it can do at times, right? So yeah, that's definitely in play. AMD. No, did you catch AMD yesterday?
I did not.
No, no. So what else we have here, guys? CCL. The travel, no, very quiet. And the last couple of days, really not doing anything. Light volume this morning. We need a catalyst on CCL. We need something big to get these guys going, both to the up and the downside. They've been beat up so much. I mean, they need something really positive to get them going. ENPH here down 4.6. I don't like this stock. We've seen this on our list plenty of times. It is a horrible intraday trading ticker. So I stay away from it. There was one point when energy was like really hot, where this thing, was doing its thing, but at that time, what was happening too. There were other energy companies that were trading extremely better than this one, but now
Or
it's just,
solar.
yeah,
You got others here, plug run, that have more volume.
yeah, yeah. This is not the best one. Um, Let's see what else. So just be careful with EMPH if you are going to be watching that. BA is pre-market is terrible, but the daily is nice. From Mike, let's take a look. BA this morning, yeah, daily very similar to Apple, kind of breakout type thing. Look at BA, a couple of really big days in here as far as pushing up higher. So yeah, I like the daily on BA. You're right, Mike. This looks good. Pre-market action not so good, but they remind me a little bit of Roku when Roku was trading well, where they
I'm
had
in
a
trouble with
horrible.
the risk manager.
Oh, risk manager's checking in on you. He's making sure
Daddy,
on a day like today you're not gonna
I found the
blow it up.
battery apartment to the old computer.
Oh, okay, nice.
Can we put some batteries in it?
No.
Why?
Norm, go put the patties in the computer, man.
Can you wave and say hi to everybody? There's the camera right there.
Hey,
Say
buddy.
hi.
Hi.
Hello.
I love you, buddy. Go see mom.
All right, excellent, excellent.
Daddy.
All right, guys. So we are again. We don't have a lot to go through here today. Pretty quiet for the most part. Apple's starting to get going here. We'll see if it does anything fun there. All right, guys. Anything else? Then if not, we'll go to announcements. Lucid. What is Lucid up to? Let's see, Cody. Lucid here. Daily. Yeah, yeah. I see the daily looks very, very nice. Wow, this is a very key level for Lucid here, guys. If we can get above this, that is it's been struggling big time to do that since May. April has not been able to do that. A couple of times a day, slams right back down. Could be interesting, but I don't know. Volume is not there. We just a good possible on the daily. That's about it. Okay, excellent, guys. We are all set. Let's go to announcements. We'll come back. Get some questions ready, guys, because
Spy
today we
started.
yeah start to do something.
Spy started to pop. So
Oh,
we
look
might.
at that.
I think we're just a little early today. Maybe.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe the market slipped in.
yeah, yeah. We're starting to come back in here. You know what happened? It says that since we didn't run the show at 8 a.m., people are still sleeping. We got to run our show at
Maybe.
8 so they can wake up. All right, let's do this. Let's do the announcements now, and let's
Yeah, let's
give the
get it
spy a
out of the
little bit
way.
of time to kind of get going here. Let's go ahead and go over to our website, guys. If you want to see what's going on with BBT, you can come to bearbootraders.com, hit the webinar over here, and this will show you everything that's coming up for the next 2 weeks. So you can always stay up to date with the webinars that are happening.
every Monday night. Onboarding and Technology with Carlos, 8 p.m. Open to all membership categories, including trial members. So check that out every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's and when I get to the trial in a second, it's a great time to do that on Friday or over the weekend. That way you can get set up. You can watch some of the intro videos we have. So hang out Monday in the room. Come to the onboarding Monday night, get a feel, and then you've got essentially the whole rest of the week to check it out. All right, next Tuesday, Artie doing talking about options and day trading, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm just going to keep going through these. I know it's boring and it gets repetitive, but as I talk, the market keeps popping up. So my 401ks and my retirement accounts and my swing trades that are long have all asked that I continue to discuss the upcoming schedule. Then the following Tuesday on the 26th, 8 p.m., Andrew, he'll be talking about his risk management strategy. Psychology Wednesday next week we got Mike talking about setting up a psychology training plan, and then the following week Randy Howell, trading coach, trading coach, talking about developing your hidden strengths to transform your trading. All those are at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays. Mentorship Thursdays with John at 11, Ed at 4, Thor at 8. And I believe we might not have Thor in the room today, guys. I know I see him. He's signed in here, but I hear his voice is bad. I believe he's got the COVID now, so hope he feels better soon. But anyway, StockTradingSimulator.com, our free web-based trading replay simulator. Go check it out, StockTradingSimulator.com. And as I was discussing that intro membership, if you go to BearbullTraders.com, scroll down about halfway down the homepage, you'll see the membership category chart. Click that intro. Use the promo code PreMarket24 to get a discount off the normal $39 rate. It does not recur. It's a one-time payment, guys. So after the end of that 7 days, your subscription will end, and you have to go back and choose a different membership category if you'd like to continue on. Speaking of, if you'd like to take advantage of the Dr. Reed free coaching session and 50% off the Elite Annual membership, check that out with the promo code READ50.
All right, excellent. Thank you, Norm. Guys, let's take a look here. SPY is, as Norm mentioned, continues to rip, so this is nice. Maybe we can get some movements going here. That's going to create some movement on plenty of stocks here. So we'll see our gappers list kind of get going a little bit. Let's see where it goes, man. Hopefully we can get a nice green day, hopefully out of this range. This range, as I mentioned before, again, we just been stuck in it for a while, right? We just keep gapping up and gapping down and then ripping here, here, here. Hopefully we can break out of this range and get to 390 will be nice.
Right. Who's got the news of what's going on?
What's causing the move?
What is there? Did I miss something?
Is it the numbers that came out positive earlier that's reacting now? I mean, usually doesn't work that way.
Maybe, but it was a little delayed for that.
Yeah, right.
It couldn't care less. Like when it first happened, nothing happened, and then it waited 5 minutes to even start to move. It's a little weird. I don't know if something else is taking place or who knows.
I'm looking at key news headers here, and I'm not seeing anything significant. So we'll see. Either way, we like it, man. We love it. Let's hope that Young Chu. Yeah, retail numbers are out. Norm did mention them earlier.
Retail numbers came out,
yeah. Overall positive, right, Norm? Just
yeah.
Carlos, today Google is going to split 20 for 1. Oh, is that today? The big guy's getting 20 to 1. Okay.
Not the fake Google.
Yeah, not the FUBU or whatever the other company is. What is it? GOGL. I mean,
the fake Google that you call it.
This is crazy. Golden Ocean. I'm sure somebody has by mistake placed an order on that. I guarantee you. Okay, so here's Google. Yeah, so we'll see when that happens. It'll be in play probably after that. Again, $2,000 stock right now. It doesn't get a lot of movement. Maybe it can become like an Amazon. So we'll see. These splits are becoming a lot more popular now. Companies want to get more volume transacted. You know, that's what happened with Amazon. So it's good for market makers. It's good for commissions, all that stuff. So let's see what happens. And good for us if it can trade like Amazon, like you mentioned. Norm, you called it. I was a little skeptical that it was going to be a good trading stock, but it did turn out to be a real nice one. Continues to, so we love it. All right. Okay. See the gappers list now, guys. We're starting to get some things in here, right?
Starting to fill in
So
a lot of Bitcoin
yeah.
popping.
So we got Matter, which I'm not a big fan of. And we got Snap here, which I'm not a fan of that neither, not today at least. And we got Riot also getting going in here. Good daily, by the way. I just wish they trade better. I would have definitely added them to the list, but just not a huge fan of that. Are splits bad for an option trader? I don't know how that would make a difference for options. So, all right, guys. Any questions anyone might have, or any tickers you want us to look at that we have not done so already that we don't have on our list? I just think, like Norm said, around 9, closer to 9:30, we're gonna have a different list here. And if this continues here, Spy's trying to get to 382, we're gonna have a whole different gappers list that we can take a look at. What do you think about TH? What is TH? Target Hospitality? No. I mean, this is the daily is just insane. I mean, yes, it looks nice after the fact here, 550 to 12. It's done it with very, very light volume. I can only imagine what the intraday looks like. I mean, look at it yesterday. That's just, I mean, how do you trade this? What pattern are you looking for here? An algo breakout? I just don't know what you're looking for here. No. This is no fun. No fun. 20 cents on the bid and ask to no volume. Yeah, you don't want to look at this. Be very careful. Neo, let's take a look at Neo this morning. Pretty quiet. It's been just going sideways. I don't see a whole lot of volume. Again, Neo hasn't been trading all that great, at least not right now. Let's look at Baba, could be in play. I like Baba. Let's take a look here. Yeah, we have to wait a little bit. The volume is okay, 380, but it's not really gapping down or up. And I noticed that Baba trades very well when you have a gap up or down. It just loves to run when it does that. See, if you see the chart here, gaps up, runs very nice. Here, it gapped up, ran the wrong way, but it still ran pretty nice, right? So when it gaps down or up, it does very, very well. So right now, it's pretty much flat. I'm not a big fan of that. So we see again here, gaps up, runs very well, right? Every time it gaps up or down, it can have a really good day. We're not seeing that today. So that's my only concern with Baba at the moment. And the volume is it's good, but it's not great for it not gapping up or down. Meta, let's take a look at Meta here. Let's just do whatever the overall market is doing. What was that?
Yeah, I was just saying the exact same thing you were, essentially following the SPY.
Yeah, not much to see yet. Nvidia could be fun. Yeah, like we mentioned, right? Nvidia, AMD. If the SPY continues to move like this, our usual suspects, and we can add AMD here.
I would take Apple over any of those, frankly, for this.
Yeah, Apple's the top one. Yeah,
it's got nearly 1 million shares traded already.
Apple is always going to be the top when it comes to following the overall market. We can add Nvidia and AMD here. If you like those, you can trade those. AMD is looking really nice this morning. Nvidia, not as clean as AMD, and definitely not as clean as Apple. I mean, just and what Apple's got going for it too is the daily, right? Apple has an amazing daily, which you're not going to see on Nvidia, and you're not going to see on AMD. They don't have such a clean daily like Apple does, right? So let's just look how beautiful this is here. Baba had a big move yesterday. Yeah, but a lot of things had a decent move yesterday, I think, right? So I'm not sure. Not sure about it today. Again, gapping up or down, I think it can do very well. QCOM, unless QCOM has any catalyst, guys, it can be a real tough one. Big day yesterday, though. I mean, we had this, maybe the semis kind of got this moving a little bit. I'm not sure. It's not a semi, but maybe they're getting some positive news there. But this could be a tough one to trade. 135 to 142. Not sure what the catalyst was. Maybe a continuation today, but that would be tough. 70,000 shares. They usually don't get great volume anyway. So that'll be a tough play for me to watch QCOM. Let's see here. No sleep, less time, diapers. Yeah, that sounds like Sounds like my life a little bit there. Um, okay. Clean daily, clear support, resistance, and trading pattern. Annie, which ticker are you talking about? Or are you asking? Oh, you're asking. Okay, yeah, yeah. So clean daily, yeah. When you have a clean daily, that's exactly what we mean. Clear support and resistance, and you can see. Let's look at Apple for example. Like here, you can really tell where the resistance is at. Right, it's right over here. It's very, very clear, and specifically after June, after mid June, you can see how well this pattern has been trading, right? And you're not having these small days, very wicky here, very gappy. You're having a nice little flow here of the way it has been trading. So that is clean. That's very nice. That's what we like to see on some of these stocks. We don't want to see this. We don't want to see this right here. This is not a clean daily, right? Something clearly happens here, and you start to get more volume, and you can see here, it popped up, but man, this is not clean at all as far as a daily. AMD has a nice daily as well, so you want to see that again. It just looks very clean. Every candle connecting with the previous one and running, getting volume. That's what you want to see
Excuse
on
me.
there. Okay, Nvidia also has a decent one, but the breakout for today on Apple looks very, 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 very good. Let's see what else. Any questions, guys? We got plenty of time today. As we wait for the SPY to do his thing, can he break out of 382 here? Can we get a rip your face off type day and get out of this range? Would be nice. Thoughts on Citigroup? So I have Citigroup on my list here. I just again, what happened with J.P. Morgan yesterday, right? This is kind of what happens, potentially happen with these stocks, right? You had the gap down on earnings. You had the gap down. You went sideways for a little bit. You had a lot of volume here, and then look at the open. It's just you do nothing. This action here back and forth. Yes, you're moving between 108 and 106, but there's no pattern here that's being built for me to trade it, right? Can you scalp it? Yeah, you can get in here, scalp it for a couple of bucks there, no problem. But as far as pattern and being able to trade this, for me, it just doesn't work, right? And I'm concerned that Citigroup is going to be the same thing. Now, the difference here is the SPY is pushing up pretty nice. That could change everything, right? If Citigroup had a positive impact on their earnings, plus the SPY is helping them push higher, that can change everything there. But for the most part, these banking stocks, they don't move very well. Um, BA, I have BA on the list here, 64,000. Do they have anything on the back, any news on the back end that could be interesting? I know Jason's watching, likes them, Mike likes them as well. Prince Trader Coin is on your main. Coin is probably the best Bitcoin type
I
ticker
looked at coin, but it wasn't
that's
looking that
out there.
hot for me.
It's struggling to get out of here. I mean, if it can break out, yeah, but it's struggling, man, to get out of here. But right now, volume looks very light, though. You want to see coin with some good volume in the pre-market. Um, Daily does look a little bit interesting here. We'll have to see. They are ripping though. Coin is up 2.5. Not ripping, but they're up 2.5. I see Mara and Riot both here. If you want to watch any of these, I think Coin is probably the best bet if you're into any of these tickers. We looked at Lucid. I didn't like Lucid today. I like the daily, but as far as that, as that goes, that's the only thing that's good on it is the daily, right? The possible breakout here. We need much better volume than just 217,000. So we'll keep it as a possible for now. We'll come back to it in a few minutes. All right, I see some moderators are putting their list together very early. I got Thor, Mike, and Eamon. And let's see, Thor has plug. We looked at that. Thor has INTC. INTC. Let's take a look here. He likes the daily probably. Daily looks good. Volume not bad. I mean, INTC is a tough trade. Almost 700,000 is not a bad number for INTC this early on. MU is good. I have MU on my list too, right? Because they're up 4% this morning. Daily looks interesting. I mean, I wish this rip would have happened intraday, so we can take advantage of the breakout here. So the breakout has already taken place. They're a little bit above midpoint of this gap down here, so maybe they're trying to close this gap. Goes to about, what is this, 63.50-ish, right? So maybe they're trying to close that gap. That could be interesting, but they're looking good today. This is a beautiful break on the daily. Um, so that is MU. Citigroup we have on deck. Mike, MU, Apple, and BA. And we could tell Mike knows how to spell because he put APPL. Um, so he's just missing the E there. And Eamon is looking at Apple, Lucid, and one that we have not looked at today is DKNG. So let's take a look at DKNG, see what we like there. The Let's go here. DKNG. All right, here we go. DKNG. What do you like on this one, Amy? Just curious. The daily. You like the daily for, well, you like it for a short, so I'm assuming you like the daily for a possible breakout here on the on this level. Seems to be around 11.15 or so. What do I think about Ford? Ford. Uh, I you guys know how I feel about Ford. I think it's just one of the probably the worst tickers to intraday trade. They get great volume, but this volume doesn't do anything, so they're very heavily traded. But it just doesn't really do a whole lot as far as movement. Um, and this morning, very algo-like candles too. Look at yesterday's action, right? They traded about 43 million, what is it, 46 million shares yesterday. And look how this traded. I mean, you will look at this and think it was probably like 2 million shares being traded. So again, very heavily traded as far as volume, but just so choppy. So I'm not a fan of that. And again, you're just not getting big moves. This entire move from the bottom 11.14 to 11.40. So to make a good amount on this, you had to get it anywhere here at the bottom, hold through all this crap, right? And then you possibly can get 30 cents out of this. And yes, 30 cents is 30 cents. If depending on how you trade, you could take a boatload of shares, which I'm not comfortable taking 3,000 shares on Ford. It's the same risk. It just doesn't look right. 3,000 shares on Ford, waiting for it to get to 30 cents here. And that is just, I don't know. This is what happens with Ford more often than not. This is why we don't like this stock as much. Yes, we had some days where if we go back over here, we were like, wow, what is going on with Ford? This was a November into February. I mean, she just kept having all these crazy breakouts. You had $1 in the entire day, which is like, man, that is nice. All the way up to 26, it just went insane. But now it's back to its normal trading activity over at $11 here. So that's my 2 cents on Ford. ON semi. ON is a semi. Yeah. Is this a indicator or is this an actual company? It looks like a company. Um, yeah, I don't think we ever looked at this one. But on semis today, I think you got MU, which is doing really good today. This is great pre-market activity for MU, so I'd rather keep an eye on that one. If I look at, let's see, was it TSM? I mean, these guys were up yesterday. They did gap up. They held. Today they're gapping up another 1.5. AMD is looking decent here as well as far as the daily, and it's gapping up 1.5. So most of this is happening because of the SPY, obviously. SPY is doing pretty well today. So we'll see where that goes. Okay, here we go. Breaking out of 382. SPY is doing good, guys. This is real nice. Can we continue this into the trading day? It would be great. Can we get to 390? That'd be amazing if we could do that. Melvin Rios, any thoughts on Apple? I mean, on American Airlines. Oh, we need more volume, man. We American Airlines. This when you're 75 million. You need heavy volume on this one. Pre-market right now, we're not seeing 350 is not a lot. I mean, by now you want to see American Airlines for like 1.5 for it to be on my list, right? I'm not seeing that yet. Can that change if the market decides to have a rip your face off day? Yeah, it could, because these airlines, airlines and travel are just, they've been so hit, man, so hard. I mean, some of these are back to pandemic levels. A lot of these, right? So CCL, I know, has been down quite a bit too. Delta had earnings. Delta had earnings, right? Last week, was it? didn't do a whole lot. It's right back to where it's been, just stuck in this range here. So yeah, man, you just need more volume on American Airlines. I don't think these are in play right now. And even with the SPY pushing higher, I think that the airline industry right now is hurting so bad that yeah, they'll move up a little bit, but you're not going to get a significant opportunity on American Airlines unless there's a specific news that comes out on the whole airline industry, which right now it's just been nothing but negative, at least, right? Megan's watches today. It's just a SPY, so she's just going to look at the overall SPY, which is not bad, not bad. Did anyone find out? What is there anything that's causing this move here? That came out around 8:35. Did we find anything? Another rumor is that Armada is running a prop firm. Wait, like an underground prop firm? That's a good one. Just popped up on CNBC. Better than expected retail. Yeah, but that came out at 8, right? At 8. So I don't know why that would. That came out a long time ago. So it's weird that it's reflecting now. Um, so yeah, so that's weird. Yeah, but Anton, that we had those numbers well before this thing got going, right? And usually when you have those retail numbers come out, we had them at 8 a.m. You know, this is a very late reaction to be reacting to retail numbers. Maybe the computers didn't believe the numbers and we're waiting 30 minutes to to get going. Is that what happened? Um, just doesn't seem like it makes sense there. All right, guys, I am set with my list again. I think today the algos were rebooting, the algos were frozen. Could be, could be. All right, let's see if I can get my camera up here. I put the batteries charged when we started the show, so hopefully it'll give us a little bit of juice to finish the show here. Let's see. Give me a second while I restart this. Um, okay, looks like yeah, it looks like that can work for a little bit here. All right, perfect. All right, we got the camera up for a little bit here. It might die out on us, but I charged it for about what, 20 minutes or so. That should be good. Okay. All right. So far, guys, pins in on deck, definitely in play. It is up 14.3. It's doing his own thing. 1.4 million shares traded. Definitely one in place today. MU, I do like this morning, up 3.4. Not the best traders in the last couple of years, but today they're gapping up nicely. Maybe this could be their day today. Here's Oxy. There's a lot of oil play here and energy plays here at the moment. So Oxy looking good so far. 2.1. Remember, Oxy doesn't get great pre-market action. And they can still put in a really good day. So hopefully they can do something today for us. Here's Plug as well. They have a catalyst this morning, which is not a favorable one. And they're gapping down below 17, which is a good level that they have here on the daily. Let's see if we can get to the 16 here. Hopefully it doesn't get too extended too early on. Down 5.6 is good. You know, we start getting to 8, 10, and that could be a tougher play towards the downside. So hopefully Plug will stick around and wait for us here. Apple doing pretty good, breaking out of the daily here nicely. SPY's obviously helping with that. Again, 835. We got some good movement towards the northeast here on the overall market. So that is nice. The Q's probably doing the same thing here. Q's also 830. A little bit early. No, 835 too. 835, same movement northeast there. According to Trading Terminals, those numbers came out at 8:30. No, they didn't come out at 8:30. No, they came out at 8 o'clock because Norm had them already by 8, right? So correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I think those numbers were out much earlier. Okay, so pins. I see our gappers list. MRO back on our gappers list here. This thing was on the gappers list last time. I took it off the list because again, they just don't trade very well. I'm not excited about what I'm seeing there now. Yeah, right. Coin is good, guys. If you like coin, actually, I'm gonna put coin as a possible because I think it can trade well today. Let's see, coin is good. Rye and Mara are on here also. Coin is going to be my favorite one out of all of these. Man, this list grew really fast since last time we looked at it. NCLH also on deck. Let's take a look. NCLH not doing a whole lot, no volume, just moving the overall market stuff there. But look at this here. This is not really in play. What else? What else we have here? DKNG, CCL. We looked at CCL again, not really in play. FFIE also not looking good. Yeah, I think we're set. And then gapping down, another one that popped up here, TXG, down 23%. Okay, yeah, that's not looking good though. Not a good pre-market activity. Becky's starting to pick up here, down 4.5, 113,000. What's going on with Becky? Why is it not going north like every other ticker? Let's see, Becky, what's going on there. Let me see any significant news here. Well, the last news I have is pretty old, so not sure what's driving that down, but I know some of you guys like this one, Becky, so it looks like it's doing something today. Might be worth taking a look at here if you'd like to trade that one. Okay, we are set, guys. 9:15. Let's do our levels here. So again, not a whole lot to go through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll be set for the day. So let's start with pins here. Pins pre-market high. We're looking at a 20.46 with slamming level there towards the bottom. We're looking at 1960 towards the bottom there. Highs and lows of the last two trading days, doing a pretty good job all the way down here. This is one of my favorite ones today because it has its own catalyst, has great volume, and it is in play. So definitely one that I'll be looking for. Stocks with their own catalysts that are moving like this are really good. So let's just hope pins can give us a good day, not one of their choppy days that we know they can do very well. Let's hope for a nice clean movement here. MU 61.87, high of the pre-market towards the top. We're also looking at 65.10. Nice breakout on the daily above this 60 level here. We got plenty of levels towards the bottom, highs and lows, and some other ones that we put down here, which you're probably not going to need today the way this thing is moving. So 65.10 is the best level I have towards the top. You could clearly, it might be a little bit higher. You see that right on there, but that might be the best level you have here. And then just look out for the whole dollar, 64. We are trying to close this gap here, looks like. So I am going to mark down the bottom of this gap at 62.65, right over there. And I think you're all set there on an MU. Here is Oxy, guys, stuck between the highs and lows of the last two trading days. And if we go to the top here, we're going to put it 60.41. And then up here, we're going to do 62.60. So you're set there. You can mark down the high of the pre-market on Oxy, 58.76 as well. Again, not the best pre-market activity, but we know Oxy can get going pretty quickly. Plug towards the bottom here. They don't have a great catalyst today, so I kind of have a short bias on this one. Let's hope that it's getting a nice little pullback. Actually, we want to see this pullback here. We don't want to see it just run off towards the bottom here too much. Get a little pullback here, gives it a chance to get in, hopefully for the market open for a possible short. So 16.59 is good. Negative catalyst on this one. 16 is another great level you want to mark down. And then towards the bottom, you got two here. You got this 15.25, which is not so strong, but this 14.23, very, very strong level of support. Again, I don't think you'll get to these two that easily unless this catalyst is really going to drive things down for plug. And then here's Apple, which has an amazing daily, breaking out this morning with the overall market. We'll see where that goes. 150.07 high of the pre-market towards the bottom, highs and lows of the last two trading days, and the previous day close level, which is the one we just broke out of a few minutes ago. Hopefully that can continue there. And if the SPY is going to be strong, Apple is going to be following suit, and they're a really good stock to do that. All right, that's my list, guys. Let's take a look at the moderators lineup, see what we got going on over here. Brian will be up next trading live with you guys, but while he gets ready and going, let's look at our moderators list. Thor's looking at plug, Q's, INTC, and MU, and Citigroup as well. Mike is looking at MU, Apple, and BA. Eamon will be looking at Apple, Lucid, DKNG as a potential short, the first two as potential longs. And Megan's just looking at the overall SPY, doesn't like much right now at the moment. So, guys, we are all set. We are ready to rock and roll here. Again, not the best list, not the best start of this Friday into our weekend. But we usually find something. We find something. You just might need to be a little bit more patient today. Hopefully, the SPY can create some good movements for us. So just keep it cool. Don't force anything. That is the key as you're getting ready for your trading day. So let's see if Brian has his list ready before we hop off. If you haven't done so already, guys, on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. We appreciate it very, very much. Thor's not feeling well today. I know he's doing his Friday live sessions at 3:30 to end the week, but he might skip today because I know last night as he was doing his webinar, his voice was given away already, and today he's not feeling too good. So but if he somehow manages at 3:30, he'll be on. If not, he'll follow up next week with the ending week live show that he's going to be doing going forward on YouTube. So be on the lookout for that. And out of that, I think we are all set. Yeah, Clover the cat, his wife, and I think Thor, you're getting also some symptoms as well. Sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully you feel better soon. Weekend's coming up, so great time to recover. Um, so yeah. All right, excellent. We're sitting at 194 likes. If we could get a few more, will be nice. I know it's Friday. People are, I'm also feeling a little bit lazier today than usual. So hitting that thumbs up might be a little more difficult today. So I get it. But if you can, muster up the courage to click, we will appreciate your effort. Big time. Big time, big time. All right, guys, it is Friday, 9:20. I'm going to hop off because I know Brian will come in straight shooting on what he likes today and what he's going to get ready for the market open in 10 minutes. Have an amazing weekend, guys. I mean, we had a great, great trading week. If you've been doing well, and I've seen your trades on Twitter if you're sharing them with me, so you're doing pretty good this week. And just keep it like that. Don't force it today. I hate trading bad on a Friday because that's kind of like it's kind of like the last bite, right? The last bite of the when you have that last bite, you want to make sure you do the right thing, man. You don't want to have the last taste to be bad, right? You want to have a good taste going into the weekend, and you could do that by being disciplined and following your rules. So just do that, man. Be disciplined, follow your rules. That is all you have to do, right? Remember, you as a trader, your job is to be a risk manager, right? Your job is to be an amazing risk manager. Follow your rules as best as you can. Are you gonna crap out sometimes and make errors? Of course, we're not perfect, but if you can be an amazing risk manager and follow your rules, you can be an average trader and still be profitable. A lot of people that end up blowing up is just because they had 1 or 2 days or one trade or two trades or an hour where they just gave everything back, right? Nobody rarely blows up. And from what I've seen, nobody blows up by just, down, boom, blowing up. No, it just takes 2 or 3 trades or one day to do that. So if you can avoid that, you can survive this game. All right, here is a Brian, Tesla, Baba, Pins, and Citigroup. So very tight list for Brian this morning. He's on the mic. I will let you guys go. Have an amazing weekend, guys. I will see you guys on Monday. Take care. Stay safe.
The 9 minutes or so before the open, Cities had some pretty good earnings, I guess, this morning, beat on the top and bottom line. And Wells Fargo, not so much. Yeah, BA is kind of interesting. It could make another move here today. I have some 130 puts that I sold. They're going to expire worthless. So I'll be happy with that one. The firm AFRM is breaking out here a bit. Looks like it's near high of day, high of yesterday, I should say. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's trading. It's trading. It's gapping up on news. It's trading above the VWAP, so setting up for a fallen angel trade. It does look like it's strong going into the open, so I would expect continued strength. Maybe we'll get a pullback here on it before it runs up. So maybe we'll get a pullback to VWAP 46. I kind of doubt it's going to get back there. Tesla does look sort of interesting. Yes, it's really running now. It's going to go through. Yeah, Citi's looking really strong. I am not in it, unfortunately. I'm going to chase it. I am not going to chase it, I don't think. Let's just hope. Let's just look for a pullback. Let's hope we get a pullback here. Yeah, I didn't look at Plug. I looked at the two others, Run and TXG. TXG isn't really doing anything, and Run looks like almost like a Phoenix trade. Didn't like the volume on either of them. Let's take a quick look at Plug. Plug. Yeah, potential. Yeah. Rising devil trade for sure. What was the news on Plug? There's got to be some news there. Oh, government contract gone. Okay. Yeah, possible. It's definitely worth keeping an eye on here. Now that you bring it up. Wow, big pop on the Qs on the SPY. I think we're going to have a rally on our hands here. All right, 4 minutes to the open. Let's so I'm watching Citi. Jeez, it's really Citi's getting out of control here.